Hello, Aquarius and Cross Watchers. Koi here with the Clairvoyant Tarot to bring you the reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the rest of April 2020. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everybody. Signs that show up other than Aquarius are just energy, so it does not necessarily mean that you're dealing with this person. Again, it's just the energy. Same goes for genders, like the king or queens, not necessarily male or female. Okay, and this general reading is just going to focus on what messages need to come out for Aquarius for the rest of April 2020. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start off with a pre-shuffle. I'm going to go ahead and use my Vice Versa Tarot deck just to see what message comes out here. Just giving these a quick shuffle. All right, what message do we have for Aquarius for the rest of April? Ooh, oh boy. Okay. Quite a few for a pre-shuffle. So looks like there was some sort of deception or deceit here, with this being the back side of the card. It looks like that trickery came to surface. All the cards are on the table, so to speak, and in that there was definitely justice. This is the card for Libra, okay? We have the Queen of Cups, which is somebody who uses their intuition. This could also represent somebody who reads cards. This is definitely somebody who supports and nurtures their emotions. This queen here is intuitive, mystical, quiet, supportive, definitely likes to self-reflect. Then here we have the King of Wands, who's somebody who is driven by his will, inspiration, and passion. He represents, replacing old things with new things, travel, career, somebody who can be charismatic, and there's a rest in between. So what I'm getting here, this is kind of obviously a relationship where somebody was doing some deception. It was brought to light by justice between these two people, okay? And they're kind of relaxing. Now, we have on the top of the deck, they're relaxing like from this issue. Like there is no communication. There's like nothing going on right now. On the top of the deck here, we have the Three of Swords, which is all about heartbreak. So it looks like, yeah, this deception definitely broke somebody's heart. And also we have the Page of Wands, which is just somebody who's just very brash, and they just, just very fiery, just run into things. They're not very experienced. They don't really like think things through. They just kind of are very prickly and just do it. Okay, so that's definitely the energy that's going on with Aquarius. Let's go ahead and do a 7-card reading with my steampunk cards, just to get a little bit more into the situation. That's very in-depth just for the start. And I have an aqua moon, so I don't know, the Gemini video for me was pretty accurate, and I'm a Gemini rising, so I see where the story's coming from. Anyways, what do we have going on here for Aquarius for the rest of April 2020? What information needs to be said? Ten of Swords. Yep, definitely an ending there. Not a good ending either. Okay, this definitely this deception is what made the relationship, whatever it was, romantic, could be like a working partnership. It made it end because there was deception there. All right. Right now there is some reciprocity in the situations, equal give and take. I feel like that's kind of like a mutual like ending to the situation. In the past, this was happiness here. With the King of Swords, it was very grounded in communication and truth. And then I guess with the deception, it was not. But this was your past. In the past there was this happiness, but not anymore. Now there is just this ending. Yep, there's still deception going on in the situation. It hasn't ended. Obstacle is that people are not using their intuition here. They're not doing what their gut is telling them to do. Okay. Immediate future is going to result with the Eight of Swords, which is somebody who's very much in their head. Um, they're going to feel trapped, and basically this card's being your own worst enemy because you're just digging yourself in a hole with your own thoughts. You feel like you're trapped and you can't go anywhere, like you're in a precarious situation, but you're really not, because you're just overthinking way too much. Possible outcome of that is worry and regret of what happened in the situation with the deception itself. Okay, I can just say that because I just know. I just know from what happened with my own personal experiences. All right, so right now I'm shuffling my classic Rider-Waite tarot deck. It's also holographic if you're interested in that. So what's up with this reciprocity? What's the Six of Pentacles? Wow, that just flew right out. Both are waiting in this, and that makes sense because with the card that came out here, trying to grab it real quick. Here we go. The Four of Swords. There's like resting. There's nothing going on. So you're both waiting. Both of you. That's like the reciprocity in the situation. You're both waiting. You're both like relaxing from this. Okay. I don't really feel like I need to clarify the past here. It's pretty straightforward. This was your happiness. Let's go on with this deception that's still going on here. What is this? In the offer, there was a deception with the commitment. There was a person who was non-committal. The offer was not real because they were non-committal. Obstacle here is not using your intuition. What is this? Give me more about the obstacle, please. Yes. So this person is not using their intuition because they're not taking the time to themselves. They're not. This is the card for Virgo as well, by the way, with the Hermit. They're not taking the time to kind of like be by themselves right now. They're almost like using other people in a sense, or like using things instead of. Basically, they're just using distractions instead of using their gut and taking time to themselves. They're just using a distraction, and that's a problem. Okay, that's what needs to be overcame to make this better. So with the Eight of Swords here, what's the Eight of Swords? Oh my gosh, the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Swords, folks. When I get doubles like this, I mean, it's just clarifying like what I already said about the card. You know, there's still this deception going on. This person is being told by their gut that they need to take some time by themselves, but they're not doing that. They're just distracting themselves, right? So because they're not doing that, eventually it's going to catch up to them, and they're just going to be all up in their head if they're already not already. Okay, they're just going to keep thinking about this. It's just going to be way overwhelming, and because of everything, they're just going to have regrets and worries. They're going to have regrets and worries because they did want to have a foundation or a goal with this person that made them happy. We got the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So this person really was their happiness with this offer, and they're going to regret what they did because of the deception and deceit that happened, because this was their happiness and they deceived it, and it made the inevitable ending here. We have this Seven of Swords on the bottom. There's the 10. All right, yeah, definitely that deception is what caused the ending, and that person is definitely going to regret it. So I mean, what they need to do, what both people really need to do is use their intuition. They're being told that they need to take some time to their self, and that's what they need to do. Take some time to yourself. All right, don't use any distractions to get you away from what just happened. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to wisdom oracles. See, excuse me, what we have for Aquarius. All right, so we have Treasure Island, all that glitters, and on the bottom, chop wood here. So Treasure Island, obviously, I feel like these are both people, like each person in the relationship. One person, you know, really wanted this other person. Actually, no, it's true for both. They're both going through this. I'm sorry. It's they both wanted this. They both thought it was a great thing, but with that deception, all that glitters is not gold. It looked like it was gold, but there was this deception here that obviously made it like fool's gold, basically, because that one person decided to deceive the other one. Okay, chop wood here, that means put in the work. Put in the work on yourself. Take the time to seclude yourself and work on yourself. All right, that doesn't necessarily mean work on the relationship. That means do your own work to heal from this situation. Okay. Romance angels. Let's see what we got for Aquarius. All right. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. You know, after you've taken the time to, you know, figure out what you want and not distract yourself. Okay. It is saying to have a conversation with this person. And then on the bottom here we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So I guess just take the time to figure out what they are, I suppose. Ooh, wow. One of my crystals fell. That was weird. One of the quartz crystals fell. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the daemons here. What daemons do we have for Aquarius for the end of April 2020? This one wanted to come out. We're just going to do that. And then we also have Pickles at the bottom. So we'll do Pickles first because I like to do my daemons in alphabetical order. In divination, Pickles is all about being aware of long-standing feuds, of allowing old resentments to linger past the time when anyone even remembers why. So with this situation here, it's kind of basically saying let go of that resentment, of the bad thing that has happened with this relationship here. Okay, and then we have Rehovart, which represents focusing on seeing past the harsh armor of a person, because a lot of sharp or grumpy people are harsh because of what they have experienced in life. It's taught them to expect the worst of others, so they show that first as a self-defense mechanism. Very, very interesting stuff. You know, as an aqua moon, you know, I'm definitely resonating with this. Let's go ahead and move on to the runes here, guys, and then that will be it for Aquarius. And then if this isn't resonating, go ahead and check your other placements as well. All right. So, what runes do we have for Aquarius for the rest of April? Just waiting for one of them to fall in my hand. I just stick my hand in the bag and just wait for one to literally, or however many, just to like come in my hand. What do we have for Aquarius? Please. For the rest of April. There we go. Alright. Fehu. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that's not Fehu, that's Ansu's. Ansu's, it represents Odin himself. Or I'm sorry, it doesn't represent, it translates to Odin. Okay, let me make sure you guys can see this. All right. Yes. So that's what it translates to, but it represents a revealing message or insight, communication, signs, inspiration, enthusiasm, speech, vision, power of words and naming, blessing, taking advice, good health, harmony, truth, and wisdom. And this is also coinciding with the reading. With the romance angels, it says communicate yourself. It's also saying this, a revealing message, taking advice. There's truth and wisdom and harmony as well. So, in essence, the message here is there was deception. It made a relationship end because of that deception, and hearts were broken. And what needs to happen is people on both sides need to use their intuition. What they're being guided to do right now is to just be alone and to reflect on what happened. Because if they don't heal that, they're just going to be up in their head and they're going to regret everything because of all that deception that has happened. All right? So, yep, just honestly, just take the time to yourself and discover, what you truly want, pretty much. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope it resonated with you. Again, if it didn't, go ahead and check your other placements. If you wanted to get a personal reading with me, all of my information is down in the description box below. I will see you guys in the next reading. In the meantime, love, light, and to the stars. Take care.